18 billion years ago. The universe is one supremely dense mass. The overcrowded mass can be thought of as an atom and then undergoes a reaction radioactive. This reaction produced a mighty explosion tremendous. From this explosion came hydrogen gas and others, so this is the beginning of the universe. Space is a place for substance to show the structure of the world, where the substance is the center of the cosmos, with all substances with it, or in other words, space is the whole world as a togetherness or collegiality between quantitative-qualitative cosmos, which relate dimensionally intensively. What applies to space also applies to time. Time is also relative, because the measurement results of the relationship regarding time depend on the meaning of relative greed. Nature basically expands, stretches and swells. Then important ties between space, time and matter implies that time must be lost. There can be no time without space. Therefore the material singularity is also the singularity of space and time, and the laws of physics relating to space and time. When space and time do not exist, then the physical laws must collapse in the singularity. Davies argues that in dealing with deep issues of the existence of nature, it is necessary to consider two different groups, namely the contingent group and the non-contingent group. The contingent group understands that the solar system is formed from a gas mist, the relative abundance of the elements in gases and so on, the interdependence of each other. Non-group contingent is the opposite, that of facts or objects events are inevitable and do not affect each other or are mutually exclusive. Davies commented at length on the two groups, which can be concluded that the non-contingent group is less compatible with the real existence of nature, where space and time are constantly changing by expanding and contracting, and the linkages between one another. Therefore, according to him, the most acceptable because of its suitability is the contingent group. Davies says the search for a real theory of everything that will abolish all contingencies and prove that the physical world must necessarily be what it is, in its place is bound to fail on grounds of logical consistency. Davies concludes that singularities can spew out completely chaotic energy random, which then organizes itself spontaneously into the current order under the influence of the universe, the expanding highway. Thus it can be summed up that existence, the universe in Davies' view, is not something absolute, because he is always undergoing changes, either in fluffy or shrink due to the existing gravitational force. As a result of the gravitational gravity of the universe undergoes changes, then in the end, as said in above, the universe will not exist forever, or in other terms, the universe will at one time or another experience annihilation. Every day the universe undergoes a change to destruction, like the smell of farfood disappearing from a room. The origin of the cosmic events in Paul's mind, Davies, is coming from the Big Bang, or that called the Big Bang theory. Big Bang caused the existence of matter, space, time and singularity. Hence, according to Paul Davies, of nature impermanent and impermanent, but relative and will experience annihilation. According to Paul Davies, there is some very basic relevance, only of course with different terms, however philosophically have something in common. For example, Big Bang, matter, space and time.